button. Yes. No, we are live now. Okay, we are live. Sorry, but we had a little glitch on the stream. So I'm sorry, we are live, and this is a strange way because it's a UI problem of StreamYard. The button was still not updated. So, but at least I haven't ended the broadcast. I've noticed that we were live and I freezed. So welcome everyone.
Awesome to be here.
Nice. This is a great start, Eddie. So, Eddie, how are you? How is it going?
I'm good. I'm super excited to geek out with you. So thank you so much for having me on your YouTube channel.
Nice. So, what's the plan today? Eddie has already been, I think, multiple times on my YouTube channel. I've been on his YouTube channel too. Today we have a specific goal. The goal is to make a simple GitHub repository real, or at least we should have a to-do list on how we can turn this GitHub repository into a real open source project. So I think there are some steps, and for sure Eddie is better than me at seeking which are the points. So, hey Emma, how are you? How's it going? Hey Akabu. I want to check the beginning of this live stream. I think I'll make a clip out of that.
A blooper, yeah, the mistake. Are we live? We're not sure if we're live. Can you hear me? Looking on the screen.
Nice. Okay, Eddie. So would you like to make an introduction, or can we just jump straight into that?
I just want to say hi to everyone, really. Great to have you all here. Akabu, Emma, thank you so much all for joining. And I'm come here to learn. So I hope you're all going to be active in the comments and teach me lots of things. Francesco says we're going to be doing some open source. So there'll be some green squares for you, green squares for me, none for Francesco. And but Francesco, tell us a bit more about this repo that you want to make open source. It's open source already, but tell us where it is now, what it does, and where you want to go.
It's open source. I will not call this an open source project. Let me share the screen. Let me also share it in the chat. So if you want to follow along, you don't want you are too busy to click the description. There we go. So basically, I started 3 months ago, 3 months and a half ago. And I have this to don't lose my Web3 posts that I've challenged to make these once per day. I said, okay, so let's do a simple GitHub table, and day by day, we had just this file. So basically, this started like that. So 19th of December 2021. So this is the topic, this is the link. This is the topic, this is the link. This was just for me. And I'm using this now because now, for example, I'm reviewing some of these posts because I'm very bad at design, and now finally I found a design. That's the most amazing goal of my challenge. And these are all the posts. And okay, so this is just like a list. It's like a list for me. It's updated until today. I hope that I haven't messed up the links. So this is something for me.
Do you update these manually, or is this a GitHub action that checks the Twitter API or anything like that?
It's manually. It's updated manually. So I would love to make this improved because okay. So this was just a list of posts. The repository is also called 100 Days of Web3. If we can change this, that would be amazing. Then let me show you what I have done. Hey, okay, Dami Lola. There you go. Okay, so what have I done? One day, I don't know, I couldn't sleep. So I created this other file. So this file is like, I don't know if you know, like the awesome repositories, like it's just a list of repositories. So the idea is that one. And basically here I started to post some free, some links, and I'm focused on the free content. So we'll never find a paid course, for example, among those links. There could have like some websites that maybe they have maybe some premium versions, but for sure you can start for free with all of them. Let me also say that I'm very proud of this part, which are the blockchains. I've worked kind of a lot on this. So if you try to see, okay, so let's make a list of the blockchains. It's not that easy because you have some lists, like you have like 10, then you have 5. I think this is one of the more accurate lists of all the blockchains in all the internet now. Like we have almost 50 blockchains, so so I made a lot of work to get information on other websites, and of course trying to cut out also some of them that maybe are not updated anymore. Okay, so this is the idea. So the idea is to have a list of content. For now, this is a list of content. Hey, thank you, Emma. Yes, thank you. And so I want this to be something which is useful for the people, for developers, especially for the people who maybe they can't afford paid courses, they feel lost. So this is also for me, even to just share it, because I get this question so many times every day, like, Francesco, how can I get started? What are all the resources? Which are the roadmaps? For example, I just put here a list of roadmaps. So there is not just one roadmap. And maybe in the future we can also update it. So this is super free. I'm not, there is no sponsor, there is no nothing. So this is just me trying to put here content which I think that it's useful. And then before let's speak, I'm speaking a lot lately. And
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
So while you're hold your thought for a moment, and we'll come back to that. I just wanted to give people some other food for thought. So everyone listening, I saw Emma's comment, which she says this is such a good repo. Wow! So I love that. Love the support. And hey to everyone else as well. But let us know in the chat. Have a think what repos you might want to create for yourselves, where you can take some of the ideas we're going to go through today. So do you have a repo, not necessarily of code, but of a collection of awesome X, like fill in that gap? Like what is it for you? Is it, web development? Is it focusing on, I don't know, front end, back end? It could be anything. So let us know in the chat what you would like to do. And then maybe something we can look at in the future is getting some, love and attention to your repos. As you can see, Francesco has passed 600 stars in only a few months. And our link-free project has done the same as well in a few months, past, I think, 500 or 600 as well. So we'd love to get your projects doing that, but you need to have an idea for a project. So let us know in the chat what you think. Sorry, Francesco, back over to you.
No, absolutely. No, and I see that we have a lot of, hey, Julia, how's it going? My girlfriend. And then we have...
Hey, Francesco's girlfriend. You were supposed to come to Bali, but Francesco said you didn't want to. So next time.
Next time. The amount of... yeah, thank you. Okay, enough compliments. Let's keep working. So I made the most important thing, which is I created a picture that I think is shared. I think this is for Pradumna, that he had some problem. It's like if you put an image in the README, it's shared in the file. But this is to share the repository from you. This will have this preview. Am I correct?
For socials, yeah.
For social. So Pradumna, you can try this, because if you put this in the README file, that's it. Then I've removed, I think, the wikis. I've removed the projects for now, and I think that I don't know if I've done any other important thing. Okay, so this is what I did, Eddie. And we also got some issues. Some people maybe you can also take a look, but I wanted to make this live. So yes, Eddie, what do you think? It's
okay. Let's start. Let's do this.
I also put some tags here. I don't know if they will be useful. So Eddie, please help me.
Let's go. So I've got a list of things that we should go through first. You've covered a lot of them already, so they'll be super quick, but let's just recap them for everyone who's just joined. Also, everyone in the chat, do have a look at this repo on your own computer or your own device. The reason for that is, give us your first impression. What do you see? Do you immediately know what this is for? Do you immediately know what you need to do if you want to contribute, or if you want to get some knowledge? Do you know where to go? So let's start right at the top. So Francesco, if you could scroll up, let's have a look and get the first impression. So as you mentioned, you've got code, you've got issues. Great. We're going to come back to issues in a moment. You've got pull requests. That's fine as well. Discussions you've left, which I love. I think discussions are really good. It's a way not to clutter the issues, because I feel issues are actions that people are going to perform. Discussions could be, the stage before that. You've got actions, which I think we're going to use. So we're going to get back to that. Security, insights, and settings. Okay, so you removed the wiki, which I'm really happy about, because if there were any docs, I know this whole repo is docs, but if there were any, it'll be in a docs folder. So therefore, it can go through the whole knowledge transfer, reviewing on pull requests, all that great stuff. So the first thing I think we should do is then scroll down a bit. Let's look down the right. So you've got a description, you've got a link. The link goes to your website, though, not to a deployed version of this. So that's fine for now. It's something we can change later. I think my personal opinion would be that I would expect it to go to a deployed version of this, like a website version of
There
this.
is currently no uploaded version of this, so
That's fine. We can work on that or get to that later or raise an issue. Actually, if someone could, who needs a open source green square for GitHub? So if someone could raise an issue, it's not something necessarily we're going to do today, but let's just so we don't forget, if you all can start raising these as issues, and then if we decide not to do them, they can be closed. Trust me, it will still rain in England tomorrow. The sun will still rise in Bali tomorrow, and you still get the green square. So if someone who needs green squares, write open source in the chat if you need some green squares, and we can assign them out so we don't get 3 of the same ones. So yeah, the first green square is going to be an issue to say deploy the markdown to GitHub pages, for example. Not necessarily exactly what we're going to do, but it'll be a reminder. Then the second issue is which is dependent on the first issue, which is update the repo URL to be the deployed version. And if you could put a comment saying it's dependent on the previous issue, and when someone creates the issue, you can put in the issue number. Okay, down the right, you've got topics, great. If you scroll down a bit, so you've got your sponsored, and you've got contributors, you've hidden packages, you've hidden releases, great. Stuff you're not using, definitely hide it. We can bring it back later. So I think packages we'll probably never have. Releases, you probably will have, and deployments you probably will have eventually. But for now, we're not using them. Let's hide them. So that's great. The next thing I would suggest, if we go up to the top, and Akabu's right. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I love geeking out with you on Twitter, so thank you so much. License, tell people if it's open source or not. So yes, to double check that, if Francesco, if you click on Insights, so the second to last tab on the top, and then down the left, you go to Community, third from the top. Yeah. Oh, sorry, is that the right one? No. Well, they've renamed it. It's a Community Standards, sorry. Next one down.
Okay. Yeah, I've already seen this, but let's do it together. I think it's better, but okay.
Let's go through it. So everyone else, we also need an issue for each of these orange items. So code of conduct, contributing file, license, and pull request template. Again, we might not necessarily do it, but log those so we are aware of it. And if Francesco decides not to do it, he can leave a comment on your issue and close it. And I promise you still get the green square.
Okay. So you suggest to do everything with issues. So someone should raise an issue, and then we do this. So okay.
Yeah, it feeds the GitHub algorithm to get you kind of do repo trending, and it gets people involved in the project. It does so many benefits. So why people are raising those? Can you leave this open? Can you open a new tab from the issues?
Here on the new tab.
So we'll come back to the.
Okay. No.
It's okay. We can all learn Italian. That's fine. So we've got 3 issues already, which is great, but there are no labels being used. So I think labels are super important because that's how people discover projects, is by the trending on GitHub, and also they search for labels like good first issue or whatever it is. So we need to add some labels. And if you click on labels, to the right,
Okay.
These are the labels that come with every repo on GitHub. So you get the usual bug, documentation, good first issue. We can stick with those for now, I think, rather than spending the next 10 minutes adding labels and so forth. But there is an open source standard for labels. And there is a GitHub action where you can literally copy and paste it, made by EddieHub, just put it out there. And it will create all the open source labels for your project. But I don't think we need that for now. So let's just stick with these. It's something we can add later. So perfect. So if we go back a step or click on issues just to go to the issue list.
Yes.
Let's see if anyone's created it. Still the 3. Everyone, what are you doing? Is everyone sleeping? Have we made everyone go to sleep? Come on.
I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed.
We had like 6 or 7 green squares to give away, and I'm wearing my Stack Overflow t-shirt instead of my GitHub one. I should have changed it for my GitHub t-shirt. This one.
I love this. I love that one.
GitHub. Okay. Or EddieHub. Oh, I've got a few t-shirts here or hoodies.
I need to start making giveaways during my live streams. I don't know. That's the only way. Meets people.
Exactly. Collaboration first, code second.
Nice.
So,
Amazing.
okay.
Amazing.
Francesco, do me a favor, refresh that page. I'm hoping we've got some issues coming in.
Let's see if we get some people. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna cry.
I'm gonna cry. I've started crying already.
Okay, so can you repeat? So what do we need? Come on.
So let's repeat it. So as Akabu said, we need a license. So
let me write it down. Issues. So there is, but
I
MSD here. So license.
Are you putting it in the chat?
I'm typing while you say.
Yeah, but into the chat so people can keep it. Okay, perfect. So yes, license. And if you go back a tab as well to the community standards, so we need a license. We need a code of conduct. You don't have to create these. We can do them or other people can do them, but raise the issue. That's our starting point. So license, code of conduct, contributing file, and pull request template. That's like 4 green squares straight away. And then if people want pull requests from those, then that's going to be 8 because you get the commit and you get the pull request. And then we've got loads more for you all to create as well. I've got some more ideas. I have had a look at the repo beforehand. I've got some improvements that we all can make too. Okay. Let's start. So maybe let's start to get some of these out of the way and the issues can be added retrospectively. So on code of conduct, I would just hit add, and this add is there for everybody. So but no one wants to click
code
it.
Of conduct here. Click on add here.
Yeah. And then there's 2 open source code of conducts. I use the first one, the contributor covenant.
Okay, recommend for all sides. Okay, I think this is enough for now.
Exactly.
We have 6 issues now. Eddie worked. It worked.
Yes, come on.
It's amazing. Pradumna, and Akebo. Nice. You will get a good shout out at the end of the stream, Okay, so nice. License, PR template, code of conduct. Okay, we still miss contributing. So
okay, so we can do these ones then. So let's pick license. Let's do license first.
Okay, let's do this. Okay, so we have this, and now should I assign it or put labels or just
yes? Yeah, I think for the conscious of time, and we're going to do this now, so we're going to close it. I think don't worry about the assignment or labels. But if you are raising or someone's raising an issue for someone else to do in the future, then definitely assign labels and so forth. But for now, we'll leave that off for the moment because we'll do this now. So if you go to the second tab.
Second tab, which one?
Oh, sorry, the Chrome tab. Yeah. Go back to the insights. So if you click on insights,
go back to the insights, and we have
community standards. And then that was that licensing or code of conduct? I can't remember.
License. Let's do license.
Okay, so let's do license. So add.
Add.
Yeah. We know. Do you know which one you want?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Okay, so if you go back a page. And then choose a license. It will open. Okay. There is also chooselicense.com, which is super helpful. So I'd actually go back a page again. Forget this one.
Okay.
And open a new tab and go to GitHub's. Open the new tab and you put the URL in chooselicense.com. It's a website by GitHub. It's so awesome. License.com.
This one.
And it's by GitHub, so it gives you us an overview of the licenses. So if you want to work in the community, you want to be permissive, and it gives us examples. Can you zoom in a little bit? It's quite
nice.
Quite small. So it gives examples of Rails and Ansible and so forth. And then if you scroll down a bit more, you can go to I want more choices. So the one in the middle, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, this one. And then this lists them kind of the permissions, the conditions, and the limitations. And like if you hover over it, it gives you a bit more information, so you can see more. I always use MIT, because it's the most kind of chilled.
One.
Yeah, have a read of that, and I'm going to answer some of the questions in the chat. Just make sure you're happy with it, and it'll be interesting to check out the community one on that it showed on the previous page. But have a read at the MIT, see what you think.
Okay, short and simple. I like it. Permissive license with conditions solely requiring. Can you read it? Can you read on the chat? Conditionally requiring preservation of copyright and license notices. Yes, this is more or less what I'm looking for. So permission. You can use it for commercial use, distribution, modification, private use, but you should always give credit. I think something like that.
What's this? A copy of the license and copyright notice must be included. Yes, so they can't remove the license out of it. So yeah, that's true. It has to be kept open source. And then limitations, you're not responsible for anything goes wrong. But go back a tab for a second. Sorry, but back not a tab, back a page. Sorry. And what was the community one?
This one?
Yeah, this is quite. I haven't actually looked into that into too much detail. If you click on that and let's have a look and see.
This one. Page dictates GNU.
Yeah, so it does say npm packages use MIT. So there are a few. I don't know if you want to pick one now. You can always change it later, or if you'd rather leave this for later and have a think.
I think we can choose the MIT. This is my thought, more or less. But to be honest, I already checked not this website, but like some licenses. But I want to do this on a live stream. So if you want, we can do this now. And
let's do it now. Yeah.
MIT. Okay.
Okay. So if you click on add next to license
here,
and then you pick MIT.
There we go.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you can review it, and then you can literally just hit review and submit on the right, and then boom, we got a license.
My hairs.
Sorry, my bad.
Amazing.
And while you're doing that, I'm just going to answer Emma's question. Well, I think Praduma's already got in there. So can labels be added when you raise an issue? So you need to be a maintainer on the repo to add a label. But when you have issue templates, the issue templates can automatically assign a label to that type of issue. And then that way a maintainer doesn't have to do it. So if someone's raising an idea or a bug or something, it will automatically have the right label. But then the maintainer can add other labels as well.
Yeah. And let me say that for sure soon we will also need maybe some maintainers. So for now it's just me, but maybe if you are interested, just send me a DM and then we can talk. So okay, so can I just commit to this file?
I would do it to main file. I don't think this needs to be reviewed in a pull request. So I click on the radio button further up.
Come here.
Yeah, because if you're using a branch, it will take you to the pull request, which is great. But for this, we didn't write it. It doesn't need to be reviewed. It was a template on MIT license.
Okay.
So
but can we link this then to the issue?
We can, yes. We can link the commit. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so commit. Let's see. Oh, okay. So this already looks nice. Okay.
Looks more pro. So do you want to link it?
10 issues, Eddie. 10 issues.
Yes, come on, party time! Woo! Okay. Open source, I get a bit excited.
Amazing.
And it is Friday night for me. I'm a bit delirious. No more fisherman's friends for me.
Okay.
Did you want to link? I think we should close that issue now, but like you said, put a link to it. So before you click on issues,
maybe I can go on the commits. What if I do?
It's easier. It was already there on the page for you. So if you go back to the homepage, to the code tab,
to the code.
If you look where it says Francesco create license and where it says 1 minute ago, there is a hash to the right. Right click on that and copy it. As in copy the link, I think. Yeah.
Copy link. Okay, because usually I do this because I have the pro version on GitHub, so I can check here. Usually go here on the network and I check here, but it's the same. It's the same. Okay, so if I go here, oh my god, add license. So he has also added a picture. Amazing.
Nice, love that. Nice. 10 points for you, Praduma.
Okay, like this.
No, without the hash. Without the hash, just put in the link.
If I put the hashtag,
it brings up the issue or a pull request. But if you put in the link and you hit preview, GitHub will do its magic for you.
Magic. Can I comment? Close.
Yeah, I would say resolved here or something. I don't know, something.
Solved. This was the first, but still we are focused on the process now. Of course, this is just adding a file, but we are focused on the process. So like this, can we comment?
Let's close it
and close it?
Close it. Close and comment. Yes, do it.
Perfect. There we go.
And then we got some questions from Emma, and then we can check out this. So
closed. Thank you, Praduma.
Awesome. Praduma got a green square. Francesco got a green
Yes.
square. So everyone's happy.
Nice.
Emma, I've got so much to learn as well. So don't worry. Should we take some other questions in the chat, Francesco? What do you think?
Which one?
The Akubu's one saying, how do you create an issue template?
I think that I know the answer.
Okay.
I'm sure that Eddie knows the answer, but I think if you go, let me do this here. Okay, let me find it. No, don't say me anything. Settings, insights, community standards. No. No. There we go. Issue the plates.
Yes, so you can do it that way. You're right. I would do it directly in the code base.
Okay.
But you're right, edit. You can go that way. I haven't looked at that way in a long time, so maybe it's changed. If you hit edit, where does it take you? Let's have a look.
I think here we have some stuff here.
Oh, I haven't never used this. I just use the files in like.
You are too old style.
but the problem with this is I don't know if it's doing it outside the code base or it writes a file into the code base. Because if you want to make some improvements to it, I don't know if if people can contribute to it. So we can check. So if you go to code, Francesco, the first tab, it says bug report and feature request, and click on .github.
Bug. What is?
Sorry, the first folder in the list. .github.
Okay.
And then issue template. Oh yes, bug report and feature request. So it does. So it's like a UI for it. So it marries it up. That's fine.
Okay, yeah, it's MD, and I can think you can either change it here under the code base or something else.
Exactly. I don't know if people know that now issue template has forms, which is like super, super cool. So rather than someone seeing markdown in the form field.
I think I've seen, have you posted something on Twitter like months ago about this?
I did a YouTube video on it, I think, as well.
YouTube video.
So,
okay.
And probably Twitter too, yeah. But we can keep it simple for now. So, okay. So that's good. So that answers that question. And then Emma asked, the issue template one, was that the JSON video you did? I think I did do an issue video but it uses YAML for the forms, if you want the forms. And I did a JSON video on something else, but I can't remember. I do so many videos, I forget. Sorry, Emma. If you send me a link, I can let you know what that was about. Okay, so Francesco, what's next?
Okay, so I'll do this easy stuff. For example, here we have an issue. Like we have the two people made the same issue.
Yes.
Let's try to solve this because, for example, create a content, add how to coded conduct like this one, 13 and 15, they are the same. So I would give the precedence of the one who made this first.
I used to do that, and I do something different now.
Okay.
If you open both of those in new tabs, and I'll explain why.
We can vote.
No, we won't vote. So the way I do it is I will see which one has a better description, so therefore somebody else can do it, and I will keep that one. I will always put a comment in the one I'm closing saying a duplicate and a link to it. You still get the green square if we close it. So how do they look?
Okay, I think that they look the same. They are.
If they look the same, then I take the first one. So yeah, if it's a draw, I take the first one.
So with there was first one, it was
13. So in 15,
I'm sorry, Anto. Yeah.
So what I would do is I would take the link of the 13 one and take the link at the top in the URL.
Yes.
And then I would go to the 15, issue 15, and put a comment and saying this is a duplicate of, and paste the link and close it. I always recommend everyone always puts a comment before closing a pull request, closing an issue. You've got to keep it inclusive.
So close it. So we can close it now. Amazing. Perfect.
Well, that was Oh, Emma says it was using Naomi's labels. Yes, that was YAML, and that's using a GitHub action to create the labels. Yes, you can just literally copy and paste that YAML, put it in the right place in your repo, and it will automatically create all your labels. We might do this later on if Francesco is interested.
Okay. So let's do this. So create a code of conduct.
Perfect.
Conduct. Okay. So insights. It's hard to pronounce. It's let's go here. Insights, community standards, code of conduct.
Yeah, add.
Don't be an ass. No.
Yeah, literally, like literally. So I don't contribute to projects that don't have a code of conduct. So yes,
So
I
maybe
click
this
the
one,
first
huh?
one. That's the one I do. Yeah.
Okay. But this is, to be honest, it's just to make the project more appealing. Let's say this.
Yes.
Because so that means that we have at least we have rules. So they are like at least we have little rules. We don't want to make special rules. We just need
it's just the standard stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Can we review and submit?
You need to put a contact method in. So if there's an issue, how can people contact you?
Here, contact method.
Yeah.
Can I leave an email?
Email or a URL or something.
Okay, let me say I can add my mail. Maybe let's use.
It will probably be Web3 or Francesco at web3.com.
Wait. I have no. I have an email. Wait a moment, because I have created an email for this. I think. Just let me find. Oh wait.
While Francesco's doing this, let me talk a little bit. So everyone, if you want to find inclusive open source projects, obviously Francesco's one is great as well. But if you want to find other ones, then check they've got a code of conduct. But also go to the pull requests and go to the issues and look at the closed ones. I think pull requests is really interesting to look at, the closed ones, the ones that haven't been merged. So you go to the closed tab and you'll see red and purple icons. Look at the red icons and see which ones were closed. Make sure they were closed in a friendly way. The maintainer can say, thank you so much for the contribution, but this is not a feature we want right now. That's fine. But if it's just closed without a comment, then you probably don't want to contribute to that repo because you'll spend time and you won't know why it hasn't been accepted. And also, Francesco's just given me some very sad news. He's just privately messaged me and said, we've only got 30 minutes left. 30 minutes is open source. We should be going for 30 hours. Okay, maybe not 30 hours, 3 hours.
I'm sorry. No, by the way, but at least I have a good news. I already have an email that I've created for this free Web3 community. So I can put this here, free Web3 DAO HQ Gmail. So I've created this Gmail also to create, to receive emails, to give support. So I already have this. Okay. Do you think it's okay?
It's good. You can always change it later, so it's fine.
Okay. Review and submit. I need to be fast.
Let's do it.
Code of conduct, we can't read them all. I'm sorry, otherwise commit.
I'll commit to main again.
There we go. I saved. Yeah. This was like me. Don't stopping the live stream. Commit new file.
Go.
I was that close to stop the live stream after 2 seconds. Nice. So we also solved this one. So now I know what I have to do. I click here, copy URL, issue, in, create of code. There we go. So in this one, preview.
Perfect.
Okay. Sorry, I'm perfection. Okay, there we go. Comment. Now close with comment.
Exactly.
Amazing. There we go. Perfect.
Awesome. There is actually a thing. No, we'll talk about it later on. Don't worry. Let's keep going. Okay.
Sorry. Okay. Let's go here. Okay. Nice. Let's try something else. Let's see.
What else have we got?
So, how to contribute? Contribute guidance. I think this is the same. Is this the same?
We should open them. Let's have a look.
Let's try
to check.
Let's try. Okay. Add PR template. Other tasks. Okay. This is empty. And how to contribute? Emma, you made an empty, and Praduma, I think that here he wins. No, it's just a matter of screenshot, I think. But,
I think Praduma used the same screenshot for both of these. Very smart. Very smart.
Okay, but I would vote to give this to Emma because Praduma had already won, and she also made this for first. So I think that I would go with Emma, even if he gave an empty issue. So Emma, just for this one. I'm sorry, Praduma. Praduma is winning everything. It's one day David Dev Hackathon. He's winning everything. Praduma.
He's so fast.
Stop winning stuff.
Yeah, he's so fast. I don't think. I think he's a bot. He's not real. Like you say something and it's done. And it's like, hadn't even finished thinking about it yet, and you've completed it, Praduma.
I'm planning to invite him on my YouTube channel, but not because I want to talk with him, but I want to check if he's a bot or not. Give to Emma, please. Okay, Praduma, you won. You won. We are mean. You won this. Okay.
Can I give Praduma another quick shout out? Praduma is starting a 15-day open source, what's the word, like event for everyone to take part. I love that it's 15 days. It's not 100 days, because 100 days it's really hard. So great work, Praduma. Everyone go check out Praduma on Twitter or in Eddie Hub. He's sharing lots of stuff on Discord there as well. So.
Absolutely. Okay, so add how to contribute. So
this one we need to write. This will be the contributors file.md in the root of the project. Contributors
file, some video community standards, contributing here, writing contribute guidelines. Okay, but do we have a template or do we have to write this?
No, this you have to write.
Okay.
So what I suggest with this is I have people saying, Eddie, I want to create this file for your repo, or you might have people who want to create it for your repo now. And I say, Francesco, I want to write an amazing contributing file. It's going to take me a month, but it's going to be 5 pages long. It's like, well, I don't want to review 5 pages. A month, I don't want to wait for value for a month. So what I suggest is somebody submits this as a pull request, but put just one line in there. At the moment, we have no file, so there is no value. Even if the one line that you add says, join Francesco's community and chat with us, or raise an issue with your idea, or whatever this is, that's adding value to the community. And the file is there for other people to contribute and so forth. So,
okay, Eddie, I love this idea, first of all, because this will be fast. And then I think, I'm not sure I'm right, but if they do this, they also become contributors.
Exactly.
Of the project. So you will become a contributor of this project. So it's so I like this. So I'd leave someone to create basically where should this code of conduct should be.
Maybe to make it easier, Francesco, why don't you create the file with one line, and then people then can add more lines to it. Therefore, the file's in the right place, and so forth. And everyone can add like one line to add value.
But I think that how to contribute should be here in the
yeah, and you can also do it from the Insights tab. I think it had an add button, but it just creates a blank. Let's
try here. So maybe I think it's located in the standard folder. So contributing add,
and then
.md.
It's in the root of the project. So just write. I don't know. What would you prefer? If someone has a question, do you prefer they raise a discussion? They come chat to you in Discord. What do you prefer?
Let's keep on this. Let's keep on this repository.
So maybe just write something like, any questions, please start a discussion, and link to the discussion tab. Maybe write GitHub discussion, so it's clear that it's a GitHub discussion.
No, go to GitHub discussions section. But I think we can add the link. Here.
Yeah, exactly.
Link this. No. This looks a bit.
It's a bit big.
No, because I wanted to create a title. Okay. No, maybe we can do this. Let's see if I remember at least the MD. There we go. On a live stream.
Yeah, you remember. That's awesome.
Do you know why I remember that? Because I made this one. So I remember this because I made this like, I don't know, 100 times. So I remember. Okay. So what do you think?
I think it's great.
Maybe a title. How to contribute.
Other people can do that. Don't worry. I think create that. It's a good starting point. Let others.
To be honest, I'm lazy, Eddie. I don't want to do the title. I'm lazy. I don't want. So. Okay, commit directly to main branch.
Yeah, I think so. Do it. Okay. It's getting code reviewed by like 30 people now or something. So it's
okay. Nice. Okay, so I know what I have to do. Copy link issues. No, first of all, I would how to contributing. Okay, so I know what to do. So first of all, let's close the issue of Praduma here. So we have here duplicated. How am I going, Eddie?
It's good. Well, is it close?
Okay. I become excited. Okay, and then here, let's go on code. Here, copy link issues. And how to contribute. Okay, created the file. Okay, file created. Maybe it sounds less broken English. File created. Okay. So, should I just comment or can I close it?
This is a personal preference. I'm glad you brought that up. So what I would do, I would close it so therefore other people can raise more specific issues about what section they're going to add to the contributing file. But some people might want to keep it in one issue. But I want to share the green squares for everybody. So I want. I would personally. I will
close this because this is an empty description. So it's. I know why, because Emma she wanted to be first, so I didn't even lose that second.
That's what I see some people do on a live stream when I'm live streaming about open source stuff. They create the issue to go first, and then they go back and edit it. So I open it, it's empty, and all of a sudden it goes boop. So yeah.
Okay, let's close it.
Okay. So people, you can create more issues on specific sections you want to add to the contributing file. So it's not that the contributing file is finished. It's not, but it's started.
Okay, and now I see already there is a duplicated for the host the repo and repo URL. So this is like I don't know if we should.
They're not duplicates though. So the 17 is to host the repo.
Okay.
And 18 was to update the URL in the repo to the hosted version.
You are right. You are correct. You are correct. As always, Ed, you're always correct.
As I always say, I'm always correct sometimes.
Okay. And then add PR template. Maybe this add PR template.
Yeah, we can again do one line for this to start it, and other people can add more.
So add PR template.
Do you have any? Just check. Do you have any pull requests? Maybe someone's done some of these. Maybe we're looking at issues.
We have just one pull request, but that's the old one, and I don't know if I will accept that. So add PR template. So I'm super fast now, Eddie. Community standards. You should pull request template.
I was waiting for you to get a surprise with that. It catches us all out, which is so funny.
Nice.
It should have like a button to create the empty file as well, because on pull request you don't have multiple files like issue templates. You just have one.
But I think that there was a way to add a pull request template. I can't remember.
There is, but you have to add it manually in the repo as a file.
Okay, let's do it.
So I think you can do it in the GitHub folder.
Okay.
I've got to check. I think it might be in here. Produma, anyone? Can you help us? Otherwise, I'll Google it. I think it's in here.
Let's just go with the standard.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So let me I can check on one of the Eddie Hub repos actually, because we've got loads of those. So let me just quickly look where that file is. It is, yes. So it's in .github and it's called pull_request_template.md.
I already forgot that. That's my level of memory. So pull
_request_template. Oh, Produma says, wait a minute. Wait, I open a PR in a minute.
Okay. Oh, people are really fighting.
Let's get Produma some more green squares. Maybe we cancel the changes for a moment.
Let's cancel.
And then while we're waiting for that, remember, Produma, just have one line in the pull request, like I don't know.
Yeah.
Closes #123 and maybe include a screenshot or something. I don't know.
Eddie just got an idea for a tweet. Like if green squares were food, all developers would be out of shape.
That's true. Okay, someone take it. Oh, we need to pull a face, Francesco, so people can take a picture and share it on Twitter, and we can.
There we go.
Tag us. So you ready? Pose for it. Hopefully, someone got that screenshot. Actually, let me take the screenshot just in case. Well, Francesco, one more time.
There you go.
Okay, cool. What was I going to say? Also, I'm just keen to answer some of the questions in the chat as well, if that's okay, Francesco. So Emma says that surprised that there's no template for contributing. It's true. So the idea you just gave me, if anyone's looking for an open source repo that they want to do, We have open source repos for issues, the standards, for commit standards. Why don't create an open source repo that has maybe just one file, contributing file, and let people contribute to that contributing file to make it like an awesome contributing file that people could use as a standard. And maybe one day GitHub includes it as one of the available templates. As you notice with the licensing, with the code of conduct, they're not GitHub templates. They're other people. So they could include yours one day. And how awesome would that be?
Yeah, and the very meta thing is that you need to create a contribute file for the contribute project.
Oh,
done. I love Pradumna. Pradumna, I want to meet you.
So fast.
There you go. Pull request. Amazing. Pradumna is too fast. I think he's
very fast.
Okay, closes 12. Okay, so let's see. Commit, file changes. Okay, what is this?
Wow, fancy.
Okay. I don't know where you have copied this, but you were fast. Okay, so
and this is from Eddie Hub. I recognize this. This is from us, I think.
He's stealing from
No, it's MIT. It's not stealing.
I'm joking. You're joking.
Borrowing.
Do you know the meme like I've stolen your code? It's not my code. Okay, let's focus, Eddie, because I have to close it in 10 minutes. I'm so
10 minutes. We're just getting warmed up,
so
Francesco.
sorry. I have a meeting. Blame Nimrod. He put a meeting at 3:30 p.m. CT. Blame him.
I'll let him know.
Docs. There we go. Okay, so I think we can accept this. So Pradumna will officially become a contributor of this project. So I'm to be honest, I'm super excited. I try to be neutral, but I'm super happy. So let's. He has also put this. But if I copy paste here.
No, so the whole point of that
there's no need because you already included this here.
Yeah, when you merge it, GitHub sees the closes, then the number, will automatically close the issue and ties in the timeline of the issue and the pull request, ties them together. So you don't have to do any of that manually. So that's really, really important.
I don't know if you know Tia Aurora. Do you know her?
Yes. Hey, Tia, how you doing?
Amazing. She's amazing. Okay. Nice. Okay, Eddie. Let's merge it. We are talking too much.
Let's do it. And then we'll do another live stream part 2 on the different types of merges and the different types of commit messages, so you can keep the commits really clean. And therefore we can create change logs from that with releases, with automated change log, with GitHub Actions to make it even like more of an open source automated kind of project, but it gives people like lots of value. So when we do the deployment, people can see what version has been deployed. And then they can see if they say, hey, Francesco, you're missing this. You can say, hey, well, you're looking at version 12. We're on version 24. You might want to download the new version or whatever. So
nice. Okay.
Lots of things we can do.
Now, Eddie, since we have just 10 minutes left, I would like to maybe make a recap. So maybe I will stop making stuff because otherwise we get lost. But
I have one more thing, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure,
it's really quick, I promise.
Yeah, sure.
It's quite important, I think. So if you go back to the main part of the repo.
Main part of the repo.
So perfect.
The title.
Yes, exactly. And if you scroll down to do you have a table of contents? So you've written a table of contents here.
Okay.
So this, I personally think, and I'd love to get your opinion and other people's opinion on this, and it might be some green squares for people. I don't think this is needed because if you scroll down further, like past the tables of contents, now look next to the README, GitHub have automatically added a table of contents. So see next to where it says README, README at the top, you've got don't scroll. So scroll down past the table of contents and then move your mouse up to just below, up a bit more. Yeah, left. You've got readme.md at the top left of the page.
I don't see this.
Move your mouse to the left. I'm pointing at my screen, but it's not going to help. Yes, and click on, see the 3 dashes? Click on it. And they've generated a table of contents for you already. So I think by having a table of contents manually at the top, you're taking longer for people to get to there. Just my thoughts and opinion. Okay. Someone raise an issue, and then Francesco can have a think about it.
So since this took me like a while to create, you can raise an issue. You can raise an issue. Thank you, Betty, but I'm learning every day. So you can raise an issue if you want this to be removed, and then I'll accept the PR. But I'm not removing this myself. I can't terminate myself as maybe if you got the citation. Okay, Eddie, before we leave, can we do in 5 minutes that stuff of renaming the repository? Do you think that would work or not?
Let's do it. We can do a quick test on one of my old repos if you want to rename that to make sure the redirect happens.
I trust you if you said that this is not going to be broken, but I think that because I want to rename these free Web3 resources, not just 100 days.
So I'm 99% sure that a redirect will happen. Worst case, if it doesn't, you create the same repo again with the same name, and then in the README, just say it's been moved to this link with a link to it. But
let's do it.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, no problem, by the way, Eddie. So, and do you like the name?
What are you going to call it?
Free Web3 resources.
I think so. I think that's really like clear. It's good for SEO. It's clear what it does.
Exactly.
I have another idea in a minute, but I'll tell you in a moment.
I'm not
free Web3 resource. Let us know in the chat what you all think is as well.
If you have another ideas, because I don't want to make something super complicated. I don't want to call it Francesco Brown Resources. I want to do something for all the community, of course. I don't want my name here, of course. I'm not that selfish. So I already created this, so I think this is not that bad, but that's cool. That's
and
cool.
And I have a question as well. Produma says it will redirect, so brilliant. So that's good. I have a question. So you want to add maintainers to this in the future and all the rest. What about moving this to a Web3 organization on GitHub so you can have different repos for different parts of Web3, and then other people can help you? Maybe not for now, but just food for thought. And maybe someone wants to raise an issue, get some green squares with that idea, and then we can discuss in the issue. Discussing the issue. What to do. So yeah.
Yes, for now I think it's easy. It's easier for me to maintain these. Do you mean like moving this in another repository?
Moving the repo to an organization on GitHub. Like you make a Web3 organization on GitHub, and then so it will be Web3 rather than Francesco/free Web3 resources. It'll be Web3 /free Web3 resources. And then you can have other repos, you can have other people maintaining it with different levels of access and all the rest. So discussion for another time, just food for thought.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is something, of course, I do because, of course, I don't do just Web3. I do Docker, I do DevOps, I do other stuff. So for now, I think this organization doesn't exist, or probably. This can be an idea, by the way, Daddy. So
idea for later, not for now.
Okay, so I'm gonna rename it, and then we have 5 minutes to relax before we quit.
Okay, I've got your repo open, and then I want to check that when I refresh, it redirects me to the new one. So
can I rename it?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Drum roll. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my God! It's blown up. Oh my God! You've just broken Web3, Francesco.
Oh my God. Okay.
It redirected. It worked. It redirected.
Eddie, don't trust anyone today, especially people on Twitter.
Oh, yeah, it's true. I've got Tia agreeing with me as well.
How many times have you been tricked?
Too many times. I don't want to talk about it. I'm really embarrassed.
Okay. So let me remove this. Okay, yeah.
The redirect worked.
It worked then. Okay.
Yeah.
Organization and GitHub are super handy. Yeah. The problem is that just to create them, but this could be an idea. Yeah. Eddie, thank you so much, because I think that we stepped this repository even more. Maybe one day we'll have this one trending on GitHub. That will be mind-blowing.
It will trend for sure. It probably has. Maybe it has. I mean, I
don't know even how to check that. How do you check that?
You can go to like the trending tab, but I don't look at it that often. So I had someone message me saying, "Hey, your repo is trending," and I think it's under Explore.
Explore.
And then trending. Yeah.
Okay. So this is. But do you have to search?
So this is trending over everything, but we can filter it to Markdown because you don't want to trend, be in the results of. So maybe put Markdown Markdown will be in here.
There is no Markdown.
It should be Markdown, I think. Just search for the top, type it. Yeah.
It was not sorted. Okay, Apple, Discord. Okay, so those are kind of
Francesco, yes, no.
What is?
No,
No.
not yet. We could edit it, like do right click, inspect and change it. It will
I don't
be
know what
there.
we're talking about. I'm joking.
April Fools,
but,
right?
no, but this is okay. But here I see some kind of good names like Abramov.
I have trended in the top
He has
10.
been on my he has been on my YouTube channel. So at least
nice.
I've interviewed some of them, and yes, but one day, because I'm working on this on daily basis, I try also to add something, change something, and yes, people say part 2, Eddie. They want part 2. Should we do this one day?
Let's do it. Do you want to do part 2 on my channel?
That would be amazing, and thank you, Eddie. Waiting for part 2. Okay, let's do it, Eddie.
In the meantime, let's geek out on Twitter, on Discord, on GitHub. I really love it. And we actually need to start our daily. I've got this repo, it's open source repo. Actually, it's not open source. I haven't uploaded it, but about our daily videos that we do in Eddie Hub. And Francesco, you joined us, and it was awesome. And I really want to have that daily stand up. So I should try and push that code next week.
Absolutely.
Let me just say, you love videos.
It doesn't need that, but let me do another shout out to the Eddie Hub community, because the Eddie Hub community is just amazing. What are you waiting for? Joining that.
Open source is collaboration first, code second. Exactly. Thank you, Francesco.
Okay, so I blame Nimrod for creating that meeting, but I have to go in 2 minutes. I have to stay in a call. So
okay. Thank you so much again. Okay. It was awesome.
Nice. Thank you so much. Bye bye, everyone. Stay 1 minute if you want.